Yeah. So y'all got me on screen today. It's a special day, man. So welcome to the night show. You with your boy Scuba Steve. I'm in the building. I got one of not one of my favorite artists right now in the scene. Super excited to have ET in the building. But I was telling Julius, first of all, shout out to Julius for the assist, man. Much love, brother. I was telling him, or a few of my friends, I was like really like why I'm excited for tonight's show, just because like when I was thinking about doing the show, and I've done past podcasts with like some of my closest friends, shout out to Rajaya, and it was 2020, you know, it was like, damn, what am I going to do? Am I going to use my degree? I was like, so anyway, I'm heading to this party for my homegirl, and I'm like, all right, I need to start tapping into the scene. So I'm going through people's stories, and what do you know, I have to get this, If My Sins Could Talk. I was like, the cover looks cool, and then like from there, press play the whole thing, and I was like, damn, them boys from Brockton are dangerous. So I'm super excited to have my guests in the building. We got ET in the building. ET, what's good, bro?
What's up, bro?
Yeah, man.
What's good here?
I'm excited to have you here, bro. Like I said, I'm a stan. People that listen to the show, they're like, oh yeah, you already know. You'd be like, this is a Van Buren Stan Station show. So I'm like, hey man, so I'm excited to have my guy in here. But appreciate you again for coming through. Even though you told me Brockton's not too far from here, which
Yeah, it's not too far. Hyde Park. We in Hyde Park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We here.
Not
We
too
here.
far. Yeah.
But no, I guess the first thing I want to talk about, like, how was the second 508 Baby event? I know it was last Friday. Like,
Yeah.
how was that?
It was good. It was good.
Yeah.
I feel like it was very like community driven.
Mm-hmm.
Like the place we threw it at, like the family that owns the space, like I basically grew up with them. So like I know their whole family. So it was like it was dope to bring, like, you know, I make music, I got an audience, so I was able to like, you know, help them in that way for their space, bring attention to it. So it was good. It was good.
That's even
You should pull up.
Brockton a little too far out my jurisdiction at the moment.
Where you stay at? Where you stay?
I'm from Roxbury. I'm a Roxbury kid.
Okay,
Y'all know
that's a
this,
little
man.
far.
We outside. You know,
Are
we
you a
outside.
gamer?
Am I a gamer? No, I'm trash. I retired my sticks a long time ago. But if you wanted it Madden, I can read coverages and everything. Don't play with me. Don't play. Like, y'all know what it is. Shout out to Gapper one time.
Yeah, just 2K.
Yeah, 2K is crazy because you gotta learn how to shoot again. I'm too old for that. ET.
Nice.
I gotta work that 9 to 5 and do this. I can't learn how to time that shit no more.
I feel you.
But I do love that you did the event in Brockton. That's something like I've even like it's on my docket to go to even one of y'all's events in Brockton, just because like that's y'all home state. That's where y'all represent. And I'm like, damn, I haven't seen y'all did a show out there. So that's why I did think about going to this one.
Yeah.
But next time you might catch me out there. You know, I stay low key to the cut.
Yeah, for sure. For
You
sure.
know how I do. And then like I want to ask with that too before, you know, I told get into, you know, your projects. Like how does it feel to be like a headlining artist? Like
It's cool, but yeah, it's like, it's cool. I like this year though, I've been playing with just like performing everywhere though.
Yeah.
I've been performing everywhere this year. I'll be performing at people's listening parties, you feel me? Open up for niggas. But having your own show is always a vibe because you get to introduce everybody to like what type of time you're on, which is dope, so.
And I like that too. I seen you with the Berkeley kids. I seen you at the Hennessy bar.
I'll be everywhere, bro.
You and Invader, y'all look like the Hillbillies. I seen y'all together. Shout out to Invader too. He hard with
Yeah,
it.
that's my guy. That's
He
my guy.
hard with it.
My right hand.
All right,
But
cool.
yeah, we be everywhere, man.
Everywhere. Well, like I said, I wanted to say like, If My Sense Could Talk was really like an album. At least in my opinion, I think it's a classic album. And like even doing my deep research into like how the album came together, I was like, oh wow, like. Which I won't spoil too much of like how I found out everything came together. But even before I get into the album, like I want to know what was it like to push the album during that COVID era? Because you dropped the tape like March 11th, 2020, and then 2020 or COVID, the pandemic hit the 13th. So like, what was it like to push a project during that time?
Yeah, like the week before I dropped the project, COVID had just started. That was like when there was like a lot of rumor, like, yo, schools was closing down. It's like, yo, it's a real pandemic about to happen, and I was about to drop my album. But like doing that during that time, it was interesting because I was still in school. I was in my dorm. You know, I was booking sessions, going back to Brockton every weekend, just to like finish the album. So I was too locked in to like let it like stop me though. Even though the world was like stopping, I was like, nah, I'm dropping this album.
Yeah, and then
no matter what. So
and then I guess like, well, also because I'm curious, where did you go to school?
I went to Bentley.
Oh, you went to Bentley? Oh, okay.
Bentley University. Yes, sir.
How the parties
I'm
over
one
there?
of them niggas.
One of them niggas. I went to UMass Amherst, so I haven't heard about y'all, man.
Oh yeah,
I'm talking trap. But how was the scene over there?
Yeah, it was good. Like everyone who went to Bentley at that time now is thriving.
That's what's up, man.
Everyone, all my niggas is winning. So
as it should be. I feel like that's the same way for some of my UMass Amherst people as well.
Yeah, Amherst, y'all lit too. Y'all lit too.
We got a few, few people out there. And I guess to also get back to like, when you dropped this album during that time, like what stood out to you most, like promoting it? Because like you dropped the album, everybody's inside. Like, how did you get creative with it? And like what made you like damn, I got to do something different because I can't perform and, we got to figure out a way.
Yeah, it was just visuals. Visuals. I feel like everybody was inside too. Like now, everybody outside. So back then, when it was 2020, pandemic just started. Like they had the mandate, the mask mandate. They had the curfew. So like everyone was just at home. So I feel like people were like more receptive to music in general. So it was kind of like good timing. There was pros and cons to it, but yeah, I think at the time too, the music was just good. It was hitting. It was good timing.
Yeah, and I like how you said like the visuals. That's what stuck out to me. Like even with like the album cover is really like the first thing. Like I'm about to put it up right here for y'all to see. Like it stuck out to me. I was like, damn, like why is it blurry? My sense can talk right on the wall. So I mean, like, could you go in a little bit about like why you went with the title If My Sins Could Talk, and like what went into like this becoming the photo? I mean, becoming the cover.
Yeah, I just like things that look cool, and this spoke to me. This is one of the photos that me and George, Kool-Aid George.
Shout out to Kool-Aid.
Yeah, Kool-Aid George. Like we had a shoot. This is one of the photos that really spoke to me, so I just used that. And then, Felix actually made this cover, like Photoshop. So we kind of like sat down together, brainstorm ideas. This is what kind of struck out to me the most. And it just popped out. I felt like it would grab people's attention. So I ran with that.
Absolutely, because it's like, I don't know, like, it's art to me where it's like, when you look at it, it's like, it just makes me question, like, what is this about and what I want to get into? And even like I said, If My Sins Could Talk, I feel like that's a big theme into the music once you tap into it. So like, how does that all connect with the tracks and everything?
Yeah, so the title is crazy. In retrospect, the way I look at this album, I was so young, man. I was mad young when I made this project. And I feel like I've grown so much since then. I'm proud of it. But like I was speaking from a perspective of just like, when you young and you just want to do shit, you just a knucklehead. You just out here running amok. That's what it basically means. Like, let my sins talk. Like, I'm running amok,
Doing what you're
doing.
Talking that talk. Yeah. And like, even, I love how you even reflecting now. I kind of get into my next thing. Like it's 3 years since you dropped the album or project, or how do you frame it? Album, project? What type of person are you?
I would call it an EP.
An EP?
Yeah, I would call it an EP.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's the later question. I'll put that. Okay. Well, I'll make sure I'll take note of that. The EP. But like, 3 years from now, like even like you said, reflecting on how like you were so young and this music you're making. Like, what sticks out about the whole the EP in general? Like now that you think about it, like what sticks out and what was something that
I think the energy, the lyrical content. I was all over the place on that album. I was just expressing freely, So, yeah, it was like, just expressing myself with like, unapologetically at that time for like a 19-year-old, So.
It was ridiculous. Like that kind of goes into my favorite song and album, Gossip.
Yeah.
What the fuck is Gossip?
Yeah.
and I'm mad. That's how I knew this is my go-to album. So I know when it comes to when you were like, no, I'm not from Boston. E.T., I'm from Brockton. As someone that's like, I have so much pride in and obviously the New England hip hop scene, but in the Boston scene so much. But I've like listened to Gossip and the album so much. I'm like, yo, that's when I knew like these Brockton guys ain't nothing to fool with. They got me out here. Not saying you diss in the city, but I'm like, damn, like the way he delivered the whole bars and killed it, like it hit. So that's where at least when it comes to the whole crew, of course, Buren and also yourself, I'm like, yo, these guys are top of my list because like the music is, I'm always coming back into it, and I'm low key dissing my city. But I didn't want to talk about Gossip. Like, how did that come together? I know a little bit, but like, how did that come together? That song.
The process was very simple because you got to think like I'm 19, making all these records. I just go on YouTube, search up type beats. I'm pretty sure that type beat was like a Kendrick Lamar, A$AP Rocky type beat. I fucked with it, booked a session. At that time though, I was like playing with singles, so I was like just trying to like see what was hidden. And I made that song, Leo the Kind. I don't know if you know Leo the Kind. I recorded it with him. He was in Malden, I want to say Malden or Medford. Yeah, and I knew once I recorded it, like, oh, people will fuck with this. So I released it, and people started fucking with it.
Them fucking keys.
That kind of inspired, the project. Like after I made that single, kind of ran with that, and it kind of inspired the body of work. You know what I'm saying?
I love it. I'm happy that the one that of course, we got Ain't Your Mama, we got oh my gosh, Big Facts, Summer Man. That's why also I really enjoyed about it. It's like you have different like your different styles and flows when it comes to like obviously how you deliver, but also lyrically what you're doing with it. And like at least for me, I'm not a rapper, but like when I look at other rappers when it comes to Nas, Hove, even Kendrick Lamar, you can say Drake too, I guess. I didn't really like Thank Me Later, but like that first project is, at least for the ones that I think are great, is super important. And I guess like I want to ask when it comes to the first project, like was that any pressure like that? Were you just young and free, like you said you were 19 and like I know what it feels right. It feels right to me.
Yeah. I wasn't really expecting the project to do what it did. I just wanted to make like good music and people were fucking with it, so I was glad. I didn't really see it as like, yo, this is my first project. That was my first project though. That was my first like ever body of work ever. Classic. And it's kind of crazy that it did what it did. But yeah, looking back though, it's like, yeah, it was my first project. But I feel like, as I grew, I built up on it, and like I feel like I'm in a more, like I know myself more. I know some things that I wish I knew back then that I know now. So like, yeah, but I'm happy I made it, because if I didn't make it, I wouldn't be like where I am right now as far as like my new project and stuff. So,
and even like speaking with that, I'd say even with your newest singles, we got like Juju and My Name's E.T. It's still, obviously you grew from what you were talking about, If My Sense Could Talk, but like I said, going back to a song that like Big Facts or Aunt Jemima to Simmerman, like I like how you kept that, you have that ability to, you can give you some, Juju is experimental, and then kind of like these eyes, these bags under my eyes, designer, which I'll get into that later too, but sir. I like how you could, experiment, you want to try something new, but also like, I'm gonna give you these bars with no hook. My name's E.T. freestyle, and like that just shows that either you, at least for me, and this is not, I'm not talking trash, but either you got it or you don't. You got it from the start, and you only get better from there. And like I said, that goes into like your newest singles, like, oh, I see the growth, getting better, and he's also trying newer things, which sometimes I'm like, and we'll get into these bags under my eyes, because I'm not gonna lie, when I first heard that, I was like, I'm not sure how I feel about this, but like, as I like to say as a hip hop fan, like the more I listen to the music, the more I understand the artist and what they're trying to do, and I respect them for even jumping off the porch, should I say, and doing it. But just want to show love for that too, because like I appreciate that about you. And whenever I talk about discussions of who I think is the best, that's one of my Easy to Ride. I put you in there because I'm like, yo, I don't know how many people can do that, and you trust it to be good as the listener.
Let's go.
And we're almost done with the If My Sins Could Talk. I just think it's a slept on album. I don't know about you, and I'll tell you why I think it's slept on. I just feel like I think the pandemic really like took away from what that album could have got. You know, the exposure, the love it could have got. I think that was a big thing because I forget what came out that year. And there's a lot of noticeable dope albums that came out, but when I go into, you know, the scene and like I dig through crates, I'm still looking for that feeling when I got that If My Sins Could Talk Jones. And that's why I feel like it's super slept on. But outside of that, do you feel like it's a slept on project, or is this a project where you really don't think about no more? I know you say you were young and this is you are on to the next thing, but
I've moved past it personally. But I don't think it's slept on. I think people really appreciate it and it got its love. And like, yeah, people always telling me like, yo, I fuck with that album. I fuck with the, you know, this is not an image, gossip, FBI. So, like, I'm happy like it did what it needed to do, you know. So, yeah, but that's just me as a creative though. Like, I'm always thinking about the next thing, like the next thing I want to create. You know, my mind is on go when it comes to that. So.
And we'll leave it there. I'm gonna ask the rest of the questions I have for If My Sins Could Talk. At a later time, I'm not interviewing you. I love the album, but I'm like, I want to be mindful of your time. I ain't going, you know. But just know it's a classic, ladies and gentlemen. You need to tap in. It's in the rotation for the show anyway, so y'all know what it is. And I love how you gave me a perfect pivot to like the creator. So I wanted to know why did you change your performance name from Saint Leor to E.T.? What was the purpose behind that?
So like, no bullshit, I never really changed my name.
Interesting.
My name, like growing up in Brockton, people just know me as E.T. Like, that's always been a thing. So I just never felt like it could be a rap name, like E.T., you know. I didn't think it could be a rap name. So I felt like I needed to make something else up. So I had Saint Leor. I had another name before Saint Leor. I had Biko. I still fuck with Biko though too. No bullshit. E.T. is just more like me, you know what I'm saying? It's just what I identify with the most, I feel. And it took me a minute to like get to that point where it's like I had to accept that. So yeah, so I did it with a whole project because I know everybody asked me like, "Oh, why you do that? Why you did that?" I really didn't change anything. It's more of just like a return, like you know, it's a full circle moment in a way. So yeah, it just felt like it was the right thing to do, you know.
It's more so like a new to you, but this has always been who I am.
Yeah,
You're just getting more of who I am. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was wondering, I was like, damn, St. Leor was hard. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was like, damn. But when I did my little research, I'm like, oh, so that's what he's known in Brockton. And even just you talking about, like you said, it's going more into yourself. And this is who I am, E.T. So, I'm all about the nicknames. You know, I got Scuba Steve.
Scuba Steve.
Can't tell the ladies. I can't tell the ladies why I got it. You know what I'm saying? I can't. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's not the here or there. Hey, I ain't trying. E.T., you trying to get me in trouble, brother. We're gonna move on. I want to now moving on to E.T. Hashtag E.T. Man. Like, so like I said, I forget and forgive me what outlet I interviewed you before, but they they asked you about like how, you know, what if My Sins Could Talk meant, and like in the interview you spoke about how, like, you know, it kind of glamorized, like, I guess, in that lack of how you said is like your sins and what you were doing as a young person, how you were moving and grooving and and it was kind of you putting that to bed also, like, of like, you know, that's what I've done. I got it out of my body, and this is what I'm doing. This is the art that represents it. Am I wrong?
No, you're correct.
All right, perfect. I just need to double check.
Yeah,
fact check, y'all. Make sure y'all do that. And I guess like if that was what If My Sins Could Talk was, what is like the purpose of hashtag ET? Like, is there any correlation to that, or like how would you put it for ET?
I think it's just it's like, you know, combination of like everything I was just learning since then, you know. But I think the theme of the project is just, it's just vibes, you know. It's vibes. Like I feel like it's very versatile project. Like there's like rap records, there's an Afro song, there's a rock song, different type of rap. It's introspective. You know, it's a short project too, but I think I was just, you know, discovering all the facets about myself. I'm gonna continue to do that. You feel me? Because it's really a collage, and there's no real direction as far as the music other than like just being myself. You know, like I'm not thinking too much about it. You know, I just want to make good music, but it also like reflects who I am and where I come from, which is like being from Brockton, being Nigerian, my upbringing, and like bringing that to light. And yeah, you know,
And that's why you're my top 5 albums of the year, ladies and gentlemen. I ain't got to explain it. My post is gonna come out, but you top 5. They when they see it, they're gonna be like, you biased, but like it's not biased. It's just tell me who got better.
Huh? You realer than the BMA.
Look, I mean,
you really come.
I just have my opinion, and like, damn. All right, well, we'll
shouts out to BMAs. I love the BMAs. You feel me? Go vote for my niggas.
Of course. Shout out to Bad for the community. I got y'all in there. I got who else? Nate Speaks. I got her album. Dang, maybe I should have went through that with you. But no, I don't like doing that because I'm not here to for clips and all that. I'm here to celebrate the artists and show love to the artists, man. So, but shout out to all of them, of course. Do y'all thing, baby. What was I gonna go with this? What I like what you said is like also what I enjoy about all the VP artists on the record. Y'all are layered. There's layers, and I feel like I'm somewhat of a smart listener. I want to dig deeper into the lyrics, the bars, and you know even the album cover. I'm a big album cover guy. I'm a CD physical guy. I got a bunch of CDs. So once again, you 2 for 2 with the album cover. Salute to you. So I kind of wanted to. I did a little research about, you know, this album cover. You know, it's artwork. It's called, I think, Adult Ceremony by Pierre Evanstein. Evans?
Yeah, Everstein.
Everstein.
Haitian name. I can't pronounce it right.
What was the inspiration of, like, you know, showing him some love and just having this painting, like, be the cover of the art?
So this specific painting was on, like, it's in the hallway in the studio I was recording at in Brockton. So, you know, we record at Dover Street, Stacey Adams Cultural Arts Building, 3rd floor. This painting was on the hallway, on the wall. So I'm just walking by it one day and I just like look at it. I'm like, yo, this shit look mad cool. Cause then if you see it, it's like a ceremony. The painter is Haitian. He's from Haiti. And he said, like, you know, I met him. We had a conversation about the painting. And he's like, yo, this is a ceremony that they do in Haiti. It's like a traditional thing, a cultural thing. It's just, you know, song and dance. It's people of all ages. It's men and women. It's children. And they're kind of like, you know, it's like a portal to, like, you know, the higher world, or whatever you want to call it, the other world, the world side that we don't see. And it's kind of like they just giving thanks. And, you know, I fuck with that. I resonate with that. You know, it's like a concert in a way. We doing that now, you know, niggas go to shows. It's the same type of dynamic, same type of environment. So, but I really fuck with it because it's like educational in a way, because, you know, people get to have a peek into like Haitian culture. And like I'm from Brockton, a lot of my good friends are Haitian, so
shit, me too. Shout out to the Zoes.
Let's go, yeah. Shout out my Zoes, you know what I'm saying? So it just made sense for it to be the cover. So yeah, it made sense.
Oh, and I appreciate you dropping just, you know, your thoughts behind, like, you know, why it was perfect fit for you and the music, what it means, because like I said, the music has always been, at least like a medicine for me, but also something to learn from and just, like I said, learn from and tap into and deeper messages. And I love how you also just talked about earlier about the purpose of, you know, ET, hashtag ET. And I'm kind of doing not an audible, or what I say, also I'll ask, like, when it came to this rollout, so you had the road to actually be outside and promote and do different things with it. What was the the ideas now? Did you have ideas from before that you wanted to do, or like how did you go into it this time?
So like, I knew I wanted to change my name, so I had to do it in a way that's like, yo, I was fly, wavy. So I say, yo, I'm gonna do a freestyle. My name is E.T. So when niggas be calling me like my other name or whatever, I just send them the song. Like, bro, just drop this song. My name is E.T. Go bump that. You feel me? That was a part of the rollout. And then like, yeah, just visuals, just more visuals. The records that I had, like Make It Make Sense, Gutta Gutta Gutta, Baba Naja. A lot of those records I made with Latrell James. Latrell James, he's like my, he's the god, like the wizard, the wizard. You feel me? Like he just knows, what he's doing. It's easy to make music with Latrell. He's very smart, very talented. So he's able to do that, and that kind of gave me direction for the project as far as what I wanted to do with it, because I had all these hard records, and I wanted to juxtapose it with like more personal songs. Like I had Only Human, I had These Bags, I had Become Deaf. In a way, Become Deaf is hard, but it's like the lyrics, for me, it's like, I'm trying to get more personal, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, but as far as like a rollout, I'm gonna be real, I don't really be thinking about rollouts, man. I feel like rollouts are corny.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I feel like rollouts are corny, because when you be seeing niggas do this shit and be like, oh, that shit is calculated, it's like kind of weird.
See, that's why I have to fight you.
I fought with the niggas who's just wavy, like niggas who just, we didn't even, like, of course you have to have a plan. Like, yeah, you gotta have a plan. I understand that. But like, you can tell when a person is just like in a bag, like they not even thinking right now. They just, everything they doing is just, fuck with that.
And I don't, and like that's the thing. I appreciate a great rollout, because a sloppy rollout, we can see it from far away.
This is true.
And I'm like, bro, like, did you just piece this together? You still got the little canvas sign on the flyer and everything. That's why, even when I have Meech Bold here, or Meech, I appreciate y'all roll out for Bad for Press with the press conference. That shit was hard. Or even with Foxy Brown, the way y'all rolled that out. Shout out to the homie Giles with the whole listener party he had. Like, it's a vibe. But I also mean, like, if you, like I said, like Beyonce, Drake, everybody dropping it, like, if you got the heat, you got the heat. Yeah. What more do I need to say?
Yeah, I feel you on that though too. Yeah, you gotta do things like for your fans, or for the people who support you, I do agree with that. But like, yeah, I guess what I was saying is just like, for me, it was just more, everything was just so natural. Like I didn't think too hard about it, it was just natural.
It's to your style and flow. Okay.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at you. And I like, you spoke a little bit about, obviously some songs that I'm gonna get into. Only Human is, like I said, like I work with I'm teasing too much, but I work with some youth and also older people when I play Only Human, and
yeah,
the words you spit on that, I don't want you to talk about, just the words you spit on that is it's a song I go to repeatedly, and it's a song that many people that I quote unquote mentor, or even, I look up to, listen to, to remember that they're only human. But that's my little, I'm kind of jumping the gun with that. I'm a little excited to talk about that. But even before I get there, I wanted to play this one record to where, like I said, I enjoy artists that make you think and want to, and make you be like, why did he put that here? What is the purpose? Who is this? So I'm gonna play this real quick, and we gonna come right back into the interview. Let me see if I can get this right.
Yes, okay, and you got a lot of people behind you. Some people didn't like it, some people did like it, but this is a democracy, this is a country that was founded on debate, discussion, and dissension. If you really think about it, what did we do? We threw tea in the harbor, and we didn't want to be under English rule anymore, if you go way back to when the country was founded. So here's my question to you as a challenger. Why would you be a better mayor than the mayor that's there?
I have an understanding of both generations.
See, I have an understanding of Generation X and I have an understanding of the millennials. Now I know what both of us want. Now that means that I have a balanced point of view, so when I get into office, everyone gets what they want. What's not happening is that dialogue where generations are sitting down and coming to a consensus of how we can move forward for the city. Then the status quo is going to be upheld. The same old politics is going to continue, and that is what I don't want to see happen.
So what you guys just heard was Bradley Savant. Say that again, I'm sorry. Bradley Savant. So this tape was basically when Bradley Savant was running to be, he's a candidate for the Brockton mayor in 2017. He's 20 years old. And then when I looked into that, and I was like, interesting, like, why would he put that in the middle of his, his album? Like, what was the point of having that in there? Like, why did you want to include that?
I don't know. I just like the message. You feel me? Like the message that he was about. Because he was like, the biggest thing that he was talking about was, the old generation, young generation being able to speak to each other. And I feel like oftentimes, just in my own experience, niggas just be butting heads. Like, the young niggas don't listen to the old niggas don't listen to the young niggas, and it's conflict. And then we go through the same challenges, you feel me? Like, each generation, we're dealing with the same shit. There's no lessons being passed down, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I feel like that could alleviate a lot of the challenges that we face as black people, niggas, African descent, you feel me? At least in America, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we gotta find better ways to communicate with each other, for the sake of actually understanding, not just to hear each other talk. Like, can we understand each other type shit? And that's what Brad was talking about. So I fuck with that. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna put that on my album. And like, Boxer Country is Brockton. He's from Brockton. He was running for the mayor of Brockton. So, yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, I was arguing with my old head. It was like, oh, this hip hop, they ain't trying to do no messages or anything. But like, I was like, yo, like, my man, first of all, New England scene, we out here doing it, but my man's just put it in something to make people think. And like, if you really want to, and what I like about what you did was the ones that want to dig deeper and kind of see what is he, like, why did he put this in there? Who is this talking? They'll do that. But the ones who may not want to do that research, they still understand the message you're trying to get across. And it can apply to even what we're going through now in America. We got a 81-year-old white president who, already got his other people's hands in his pockets when, like you said, I think we do need that breath of fresh air, that young energy to get into those political offices. So, I'm also one for, political music as well, from YG to all the way to Public Enemy, or even, way back in general.
But don't get it twisted, though. I'm not a political nigga.
But that's what. But
I'm not political. I just know when I hear some shit, it's like, okay, niggas gotta, like, because even like, I just see it. I see it a lot. I see a lot of old niggas not trying to understand the young people. I see a lot of young people too not trying to hear what old niggas is trying to tell them. Like, like, yo, they're older than you. Like, we Nigerian. Like, you feel me? Like, you're taught to respect your elders, even if the nigga's bogus, even if the nigga's like, you feel me? Like, they're literally on planet Earth longer than you have been. So it can't hurt just to listen. You could disagree, but listen type shit. That's where I come from. So,
and I got that, like, you like, that's why I say you did it in a very subtle way that those that want to dig deeper, that will dig deeper. And I appreciate that, just because I'm also trying to, be more politically active, like voting and knowing who my city councilor is, and just getting a better understanding how politics work. And just because I'm trying to do that work doesn't mean that I'm going to force my friends and the people around me, but just me doing it and them seeing me do it, hopefully that will get them to want to do it as well. And that's why I think that was important for you to put that in there, just because, I give this to my little brother and we could talk about that. And I'm like, okay, and like, what did you think about why he did that? And that leads into the conversation we just had. And plus, also, the old heads get on my nerve. They're like, y'all don't talk about nothing but bud and da-da-da and crack cocaine. I'm like, nah, there's artists that are doing it. It's just they don't want to push it like that just because that's not, it's not that they don't care. It's just that's not what they're doing with their music. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I love that, and that's why I had to highlight just that track because it was powerful with that little snippet. Besides, the snippets of where you talking a little trash or whatever. And now, and getting into my favorite track of the album is Only Human. Obviously, I kind of jumped the gun a little bit talking about it. Shout out to Max Moody, man. That was a pleasant feature. I was like, damn, man, Moody's my dog. He was in for sure. And I guess can you tell me, like, what was it like for that session to make that track? Like, what was that like?
Yeah, so low key, that song, I made that song, like I recorded the verse like 2021. So it's like a pretty old, it's a pretty old song. I kind of made that like right after Sins, if we keeping it a buck. But like, I sent him the verse, and I just told him like, yo, I just want you to sing at the end of the verse, and he just sent me that back. And I feel like it's a very beautiful song.
And I think, was it any, and I know like I did not your emotions, everything, but like, was there any fear of like being that vulnerable on a song? Like, was there a reason, or just you were just that's how you felt in the moment? It felt like what was like the reason for putting it out? Because it's vulnerable, like even from like and that's why I'm a Cancer too. Yeah, shout out to everybody talking trash about cancers, but like when you hear like you have no idea what it's like being me, dog. I can't open up to the ones that I feel closest because I'm afraid they'll use it against me. I know it's not their fault that I surrendered to the instinct, but I'm only human and I'm learning every day. Like, you opened up like that, and it was like, damn, all right. Like, so how did it feel to get that off your chest? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was good. I feel like, I know just me, I always wanted to make a song called Only Human. I just wanted to make a song called that. And like, the content, the vulnerability and shit, it's good to do that, and I did it because like I know that it's something that everyone can relate to. I know I'm not the only one who feels that way. So I'm not even like afraid or like embarrassed, or because I know niggas feel that way. So
felt that shit in my heart, especially where you were like, I'm in my evilest mood, so if I were you, I wouldn't move wrong. That's a very calm person in general. I be calm and cool, but when I am in that mood and energy, it's time to like, yo, I'll snap if I have to. I like to keep it easy, be chill, enjoy my music, and even from like we all fighting our own silent battles. Like, I think I don't know. This is like I said. That's why I love art too. It's all up of your interpretation and what you think. At least for me, like it taught a lot about mental health, and like it's just a reminder, like, yo, like we are all human. We all fight our different battles, and like, and just from when I listen to songs, like it's okay. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to not always think that. Or think what other people think, which goes back to this is not an image, and the themes and kind of connect. So, like I said, I thank you for the song just because I think music is such a thing that for me, it's my emotions, and to have an artist that can be very vulnerable and talk about shit that people, internally they are having that battle, but they don't know how to say it or they don't feel comfortable expressing it. And, having like artists from Kendrick Cole, and even yourself that be like, fuck it, I'm gonna say this is how I feel because I know this is how someone else feel. It's a connection, and that's builds fandom, and it just grow in general. So I appreciate you just for throwing that, man. Like, that song is a special place in my heart, and whenever somebody's going through a tough time, that's what I'm sending them, man. It's like, chill out, man. We only human. Like, relax. So I had to give you your flowers on this real quick, man.
Appreciate you, brother.
Alrighty, and like I said, we're about to go to break really soon. I know I've been talking ETs. I've been talking your ear off real quick, and I promise I ain't got much more questions. Last song I guess I'll bother you about with this album is Fine Boy No Pimple. How did you know, first of all, shout out. I don't know if you've been. I feel like you're artist. You tapped into the scene, but like we got YDA, we got Uche Malik, we got a lot of like. I feel like there's a nice little Afro beats scene coming up in, you know, the New England scene. So like, have you seen that, and like, have you tapped into any artists that maybe you want to shout out or put your boy on to?
There's like you said, there's Uche Malik, YDA, Ugo Boy. Who else?
I keep on messing up his name, but it's Califh. I'm so horrible, I can't pronounce. But there's a few.
My man Sabi.
There's a lot of dope artists out here and then the scene. So like,
there's Osa. He's from New York though, but he fucks with niggas out here.
We'll claim him, we'll take him.
Yeah, he's dope. He's dope. But yeah, I mean, Afrobeat, like, I met like YDA and like Uche and Ugo like 2-3 years ago, for real. And they was already like doing their thing. They was already like making Afrobeat music and like, you know, carving their own lane. I just fuck with niggas, you feel me? It's not even about the music. It's just like niggas Nigerian and shit. It's just vibes, you feel me? Like, I just feel like I speak their language, even if I'm rapping and they just like, you know, they doing Afrobeat. So yeah, it was cool though, cause like me, like with the record, Fine Boy, like I wanted to like do my own interpretation of what Afrobeat would be from my lens, you feel me? Cause it's different. It's not traditional Afrobeat. It's not like, you know, you're not most likely you're not hearing that in the club, or like, you know, it's more a little bit more slowed down. Like, but that was like my first try at it. That was like my first, like, you feel me? I was trying to fuck with it a little bit.
It was calm. It was calm. Cool.
But I want to delve deeper into it. But that was like my first attempt, and I fuck with it. And like, Fine Boy No Pimple, that's like I forgot where I got that from. It's like a song, but it's like a phrase you hear, like nigga, like, you know, like fine boy or like fine gal. You feel me? They be saying that. Like people who speak pidgin, like they'll say that. So I kind of borrowed that and kind of reinterpreted it for my album. So I'm happy I did that, cause like I'm gonna keep doing shit like that, cause I like to just pay homage to like where I'm from always. So like, yeah.
As you should. I could definitely see, even with that sound, or even, I mean, they kind of put Burna Boy in the hip hop thing at the BET Awards. I'm like, y'all can be serious, but I could also see like a more of a fusion of Afro beats and hip hop, and that's kind of like how I took the song. I'm like, okay, like I could see it. Like, okay, cool. At first I was like here and here, but like, okay, I could see how you can combine, and it could be as normal as an R&B rap song, or you know, however you want to mesh it together. And I also lied. The last song is a song I did want to talk about. Was These Bags Under My Eyes Are Designer.
Yes, sir.
Very interesting. So I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. When I first listened to the album, I was like, this ain't it. I was like, I ain't fucking with this at all. Just cause I'm like, as you know, we went through like, you know, If My Sense Could Talk, and obviously this album, it was like just so different. It was such a different sound from you. We'll probably play it after this segment.
Yes,
and I was like, I don't like this. I'm like, why is he doing the rock band? Why is the dun, 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 dun? And I was like, I can't get with this. But then like the more I listened to it, the more I was like tapping my feet a little bit, and then, you know, the mood is different, and I was like, like this is different. He did it again. He experimented, and I'd say I'm a core fan. At first I was like, I don't know how I feel about this song, but the time goes on and on. It's honestly probably now one of the songs I go back to, just because it's such a mix up in the vibe. You're not expecting it, and then when you listen to the song, it's like, damn, this shit is pretty good. So I guess like, what made you do that? So long-winded to ask, but like, I was like, where is this coming from?
I feel like, I mean, I have like other rock songs, you know what I'm saying, that I'll never probably release. But I think that record, I have a great appreciation for like songwriting. Like I like niggas who make songs. I mean, when we talk about songwriting, I'm talking about like, you know, like Bob Dylan or like Kurt Cobain or, you know, the Beatles. Like, I like songs that are like beautiful songs. It just puts you in a different bag. And like, you know, I want to make songs like that. So that was my, you know, shot at doing that. Like really make a song that has good lyrics, relatable lyrics, simple, something that you could play, you know, cut it on, make you dance. Like, that's what I was kind of like going for. And I wanted to do that because I think that's, you know, music at the highest level, low key. You know, you're able to make a song that people can sing along to and dance to. It's vibes, bro. It's vibes. No bullshit.
And I can confirm it.
So,
My friends in Somerville, I'm gonna put y'all on real quick.
Yeah.
We got the rock going tonight.
Yeah. and honestly too, like I've always listened to like rock music, but the thing is with me, I never saw that as like different. I don't see that as like a big thing. That's not like, I don't have to make that my personality trait. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm the nigga who listen to rock music. Nah, I could just casually listen to it, enjoy it, and move on. You know, and then go listen to rap music. You know, I have a palette for that as well. So it wasn't really like a big deal for me. You know, type shit.
And I think that's obviously, like I said, I wasn't rocking with it in the beginning, but it expands
Which
the
is
palette.
cool though.
It
That's
is
cool.
It expands the palette of your listener. Cause I am someone that like, I love me some Queen. I enjoy the Bee Gees.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So like, I don't. It's not that
Coldplay.
you know what I'm saying? Linkin Park, Jay-Z.
Yeah.
It wasn't not that it was in my palette. I think just the shock factor of like, at least I could be wrong, and I'll also ask you, but like, I don't think anyone that I listen to that are in the New England scene, I've seen them take that jump away from the genre that they usually are in. And I was like, damn. And that made me obviously the song is great. I'll play it after this, but also that made me have a lot more respect for you, because it's like, this is like hopping off the porch different. And I guess like, what was the reaction of like, you know, the people you played it for, the people you trust like to listen to your tape for? What was their reaction?
I was playing in the studio, niggas was dancing.
Okay.
I originally wasn't gonna put it on my album though, I'm gonna be real. I was gonna make it like a single after the project. But, you know, a friend of mine, name's Casey, he's like, yo, put it on the album. So I just put it on the album. And like, you know, people love it. I seen the reaction in real time before it even was released. So I was at peace though. Like I could take people not liking it, you feel me? I liked it. I can put it on the album. And I think a lot of people did appreciate it. So that's good. That's good vibes.
Or even like me, you grew to like it.
Yeah,
I was like,
grew to like it, yeah.
I was like, all right, put that shit on. And then the other thing with the last couple of things with this album is like, how come you didn't want no VB features? I know like you go to Luke, he got one on Angels Never Die. I think Giles got a feature, a Mookie Betts. I know Bold got you on there with Willow Tree. Like, how come you didn't want no team support, the home team support?
No, bull. I don't know. Even with like Sins, I only
You only had
features
Luke. Yep.
I'm not a feature nigga when it comes to my albums. I'm gonna stop doing that though.
All right, J. Cole.
I'm
All
gonna
right,
stop
Cole.
doing that. I'm not a feature nigga. But I'm more collaborative now, but I like this project. I really had to like let niggas know, you know. Also too, it's like for me, it's like basketball. It's like not even basketball, but like, you know, you really just want to show niggas like, yo, I don't need niggas to make a song. You feel me? I don't need, you feel me? I can make a real by my, like, you know. But I do need my producers for sure.
Shout out to, yeah, that's the last thing. Like, who helped produce this one with you, and like, who was like the crew that helped piece it all together for you?
It was Gib, DJ, and it was Latrell James. Those two.
Shout out to, that's great company to be in there.
For sure. And they basically produced my Sins too. Basically, that was the only. It was like Latrell and Gib, and then like I had a bunch of YouTube beats. So it's basically the same thing I did.
Well, when I have Latrell or Gib on, I'm definitely gonna ask them about
you
know,
definitely
them
should
putting them on.
interview Gib. You definitely should. Yeah, he's a wizard too.
He's hard, man. I know he worked with Sean Wire. And
he works with everybody.
Yeah,
he works with everybody. He's with everybody.
I'm gonna have to tap into it. All right, bet. Well, on the second half, or should I say, what is the second half of the show? I'm gonna ask you some hot take questions that I got it on randomly. But what should I play and to give us a break? Should I play Only Human or should I put These Bags Under My Eyes a Designer? I think people might wonder.
Who be listening to this? Who's listening for real? Who
listening? Yeah. Shout out to the Spark FM fam. They always tapped in with me. And I got the homies from UMass. They tapped in on the radio side. Yes, of course, that family.
Damn. No bull. I think you should play Only Human. I think they would fuck with that.
Play Only Human. That's my shit. All right, bet, man. Well, y'all keep it locked in, man. We got a whole second half.
My UMass Amherst family. Yo, when am I doing a show at UMass Amherst, bro? You can help me with that?
We can talk.
Someone from the. I know y'all got a Black United, you feel me?
I can get you on, bro. Get you in contact with him on time. Don't worry, we can talk about it.
I'm trying to do a show. I know y'all got the bag for me.
It's a little different now, but I know we can make something happen. But let's tap in real quick. Only Human. I might play Only Human and These Bags Under My Eyes a Designer. So let's tap into that off of his newest album, #ET, Only Human.
Yes,
we'll be right back in a second.
I gotta go take care. I gotta stretch physical therapy. I gotta go stretch my body. A while. I've been doing PC for a while.
You have no idea what it's like being me, dog. I can't open up to the ones I hold closest, cause I'm afraid if I do, they'll use it against me. I know it ain't their fault that I surrender to instincts, but I'm only human and I'm learning every day. I evolved from the habits that was hard for me to break, but you wouldn't know it. You can't tell it by my face. You don't know what I be going through. You don't know my day-to-day. Even if you ask me, I probably wouldn't care to explain. What kind of self-torture is that? When I find myself holding back till I eventually snap, I fantasize about blowing my brains out and taking everybody with me to escape the pain and suffering that's been inflicted. Then I'm like, I should probably chill and get a bag right quick. But it's hard for me to smile when I can't pay my light bill. And my bitch wanna fuck, but I'd rather just be alone. It's like, damn, fuck, what's wrong with me, dog? You have no idea, for real. I'm in quiet desperation, searching for a safe haven. It's not in these private parties or these mini vacations. All these niggas weird, I hate they silly ass faces. And these bitches' expectations is the last thing that's on a nigga mind. For real, I ain't had no father, I ain't know how to be a man, but I had to step up, yeah. I did it without a plan, figure it out as we go. Bitches still throwing rocks. Imagine if I took off my cool, you'd be hot. You wouldn't even stay in the room, matter of fact, you'd be gone. I'm in the evilest mood, so if I was you, I wouldn't move wrong, but I'm not the one to complain. We all fight our own silent battles every day. I'm just sharing my peace. You have no idea what's going on behind my screen, so please be respectful, be courteous. Don't ask no questions, that's gonna make my niggas nervous. I know you're special, that don't mean you gotta be perfect, but maybe that would make my problems disappear though. 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 Oh.
The way my something is you. The way my something is you. Come by, see what's new. Go come by and hold me like you do. It's too easy to give up. Don't hate me once you've seen you had enough. Then you'll see. See, I don't know what they told you, I ain't really like this, yeah. They love my persona, so I never fight it, yeah. All my friends headed for a brighter life. Now I might see a different kind of life. It's too easy to give up. Don't hate me once you've seen you had enough. Then you'll see. See, I don't know what they told you, I ain't really like this, yeah. They love my persona, so I never fight it, yeah. All my friends headed for a brighter life. Now I might see a different kind of life.
so tired, baby. The feelings you require, baby. They say the wealth is of the heart and the mind. And you can't keep that petty shit when you die. Have I told you that you look tired, baby? You look so very, very tired, baby. You live a very, very plastic life. I put my hands through the fire, baby. I gave you dreams money never could buy. I gave you things that can never get lost. I put my hands through that fire, baby. I put my hands through that fire, baby. And then you went and jumped ship. And these bags is all that I have left. I'm not worried about it. 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 Don't fret, wake from all the cries in your sleep. Short face, closed mouth, don't shit, wait. I was gone off again. That was twice in a week. I was gone off again. That was twice in a week. Don't fret, wake from all the cries in your sleep. Short face, closed mouth, don't shit, wait. I was gone off again. That was twice in a week. I was gone off again. That was twice in a week. Don't fret, wake from all the cries in your sleep. Short face, closed mouth, don't shit, wait. I was gone off again. That was twice in a week. I was gone off again. That was twice in a week. Don't fret, wake from all the cries in your sleep. Short face, closed mouth, don't shit, wait. I was gone off again. That was twice in a week. I was gone off again. That was twice in a week.
Yo, oh man, now the mic's all the way down here. But that was These Bags Under My Eyes Are Designer. So like I said, when I first stopped into it, I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. But like I said, how you talked about even the rock elements you put into your music, and just like I said, your track record of just trying new things, I was like, I can get into this, or not even I can get into it. It grew on me. Sorry, y'all. I'm gonna use the other mic actually. Oop, technical difficulties. I'll just hold it. But no. Oops. Technical difficulties. I'll just hold it. But ET man, I got some hot take questions for you real quick. And I don't, like I said, I don't want no clips. I ain't trying to go viral or anything, but there's a good question that's been out there, and I gotta shout out the homies at Bad for Community. Shout out to the whole gang over there. They doing their thing right now. I salute y'all from the social media, the guests y'all having, and the way y'all structure y'all whole podcast is dope, man. And I'm voting for y'all, man. I hope y'all win the award this year. But there's this floating question about the Mount Rushmore of our scene currently. And I wanted to ask, I'm not going to ask you for yours, but I will say that right now, my Mount Rushmore of like the current, like who's doing it for the city right now, I have that Van Buren logo on there for me, right?
Yes.
And I wanted to know, like, is that something that, is that something that's on y'all radar to be on that Mount Rushmore of the New England scene? Or is it something y'all leaving up to the commentators that's like, we not really focused on the scene. We want to obviously grow and get bigger and blow up a little bit more.
Nah, there's definitely a competitive nature. Of course, we want to be on the Mount Rushmore. Like, yeah. Like, also, too, it's like, I expect people to be competitive, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's, rap music. But like, yeah, though, for me personally, though, I'm like, yo, our scene, like, niggas is nice. Don't get me wrong, niggas is nice. But like, bro, there's niggas in the scene, bro, they just been doing it longer than you, bro. And they got the respect and they got the track record, I look at myself, I'm like, yo, I ain't even really done shit yet. I gotta do so much more to really even like be talking about some Mount Rushmore. So it's like, yeah, I'm kind of just in competition with myself, just trying to like, you know, do what I can. I feel like even me, like my role right now, like, trying to make good music, but I'm just trying to make this shit like poppin', like do cool shows, curate, cause once I'm trying to bring money to the city, like once a nigga gets signed out here, bro, everybody gonna get signed. Everyone's nice. I feel like there's an actual bubbling scene. So like once niggas get hip to what's happening here, money's gonna be coming in here. So like I feel like my role is just you just gotta be wavy. Just be a wavy nigga. You feel me? Everything else will take care of itself. So yeah, I'm thinking about it, but not really. Basically,
I ain't looking for it, but they should know what it is.
Yeah, you feel me?
What I will tell y'all too, I'll give you my Mount Rushmore. I'm not gonna ask you, but for mine, I got VB, I got Cousin Stiz, I got Millie's, and I got Bia. But what is your thoughts? I won't ask you yours, but what do you think about mine?
Mad, like you feel me? We got Stiz, we got Christmas. Yo, Christmas though for me, he has a special place in my heart. I should tell him this though, but like Christmas, like he showed love to VB like first. Like he was the first nigga to do that. You got OG, you got
Swagger.
Bia, you got like, Millie's. I never met Millie's, but I respect what he's doing. For me, I respect Joyner Lucas. I respect anybody in Mass putting on for Mass. Even if niggas don't know you're from Mass, like nigga, I know you're from Mass. So I fuck with you, bro. So
the scene is hot.
Yeah, you feel me? So I'm just trying to like elevate the whole shit because I'm tired of this no black people in Massachusetts bullshit.
Or even like that we ain't got a scene, like we don't got a Oompa, we don't got a
Oompa,
Key,
Cliff Notes, bro.
We ain't got a Pimp Daddy Dane. Like the ladies is holding it down for us too. Or we don't have the Michael Christmases, the OG Swagger Dicks, Latrell James, which I claim Latrell James.
Too many people that come.
You know what I'm saying? Him and my homie, oh my God, Malik Elijah. Even though I know Malik's from, he's from, I think he's from Maryland or something. Like, nah, bro, we claim you here in the city. So all right, well. Like I said, I ain't gonna ask you about mine. I just wanted you to know, like that's what we do, right? 2023, I got y'all up there, and it kind of brings me up to this other question. Like I love to argue with my old heads, or just in general, like the current state of hip hop. Yeah, so like Lil Yachty spoke about how he feels like hip hop is not is in a terrible place. He spoke about and this was at some Rolling Stone event where he talked about the state of hip hop right now is in a lot of imitation. It's a lot of quick, low-quality music being put out. It's less about risk-taking. It's less about originality. People are playing it too safe. Everyone is safe. I'd rather risk it and take the L than to play it safe. And obviously, when I think about what he's saying, I'm thinking about more commercially because, like I said, we just talked about with the artists we named, they're very diverse in what they do. But I guess commercially, do you see that? Like, there's a lot of things that are really popular that are kind of the same, or what do you think, like commercially, where hip hop is?
Yo, inflation, nigga, inflation, bro. I be thinking like, what's popping? Like they tell you what's popping. It's TV programming. Like they tell you, the media's telling you what's popping. I just don't be feeling that. I don't know if I'm like out the loop or I'm just out of touch, but. I don't know. I feel like right now with hip hop, you always gotta like go back to like Mos Def. Mos Def. Like if you want to know how hip hop's doing, you gotta know how the people are doing. See what the people are doing. But I feel like niggas is like on the right track. I feel like ever since like niggas been on the ownership wave, like yo, we gotta own shit. Can't let these labels like be bitching us and shit. Like I feel like the people are more aware of how we can like take our power back, and I feel like the mainstream doesn't reflect that for whatever reason. It may not reflect that, but I don't pay attention to that. I pay attention to what I fuck with, and I fuck with I don't feel like hip hop is in a bad place. I feel like niggas is mad creative. There's innovation going on, different sounds. People are rapping about new shit. Like, Like me personally, who I fuck with, I be like Griselda, Mac Homie,
Of course. Roaming the streets, you know, we out
on
here.
the streets. Even just in my own city, I fuck with like what's happening here. Like you got Sosa, you got Dane,
Sosa.
Pimp Daddy Dane, you got Bodie Rock, you got
Okay.
VB, you got, you feel me? Even the creatives here, like, you know, Midas, all them niggas, like, that's kind of like my immediate, what I'm referencing. I just see it's going in a positive direction. But the commercial shit, we know that shit is not in our control. So I don't really see that as us. That's just what they trying to feed us. That's not us. You know what I'm saying? So, but Yachty's hard though. I feel like Yachty's that.
He's talented.
He's talented. He's one of them people that's pushing the needle. You know, he's playing with new sounds and shit. So, you know, but yeah, niggas just gotta stop like giving the mainstream so much power though. Like fuck them niggas. Who are them niggas? Like
Don't need the label.
Yeah, you know.
What I would say to ground us a little bit more and like also get us out of here before 10:30. I'll ask my selfish Van Buren ET Pacific question. So I want to know what inspired the verse and the hook for Nevermind.
Yo, so that song,
Cause that's my shit. That's probably my favorite Van Buren song.
fire. That song was originally it was supposed to be me and Hush Forte. So we just supposed to like cook up. We was cooking up one day. I was like, yo, he sent me that beat. I was like, yo, I was fucking with that. I put a verse on it. And then he was supposed to do some shit to it, but he never did anything to it. Shout out Hush Forte. That's why I got he's just a creative mind, you know, he's always working. But like I just gave it to VB and they kind of just like did that thing with it. And then we used it. So yeah, I mean, that's often how music gets made though. It's just like you never know where your next record is gonna come from. So yeah, that's kind of how that came about. So the hook and the verse, I don't know. I was just on some 3 Stacks shit. You know, I fuck with 3 Stacks. It's one of my like I would say major inspirations, just as a music listener, just strictly off music. So I was kind of channeling that, and yeah, I fuck with that record too.
We don't get too specific, but I definitely stole a bar from that.
Oh,
when you
yeah.
told Shorty, I love you where there's not a space or time. She said, I say that ignition about every time.
Yeah.
That was me and you.
Yeah.
I never mind. That's my shit. That's a real life experience for me. I'm like, yeah, you know, I got that from the homie St. Leo, man. But all right. Like I said, I think I caught it when y'all did the first show at Paradise Rock Club, and I was like, yo, that's all I needed. The first clip, I was like, that's all I needed. I'm good to go. And also, I know you're a big Lauryn Hill fan too. So like, I wanted to say, like, are you gonna go see her when she come here in December? And like, what makes?
Well, I've never seen Lauryn Hill live.
Tickets are expensive, but I
know
think
she
it's
be
worth
taxing.
it.
I know she be taxing.
She's taxed.
I would need, I would see her, yeah. She's definitely like she's like, I put her in the same category as 3 Stacks for me.
She's in my top 10.
When I was growing up, that's what I was fucking with, like the Fugees, you know what I'm saying? The Score is one of like the albums I really like was fucking with when I was young. So yeah, I might have to see her.
It sounds like I'm gonna see you there, bro. You know, she bringing the Fugees with her. I don't know why Clef is with her, but you know, I might have to pay to, you know, take my mom. She want me on the hip hop through that. So okay. And I think, and we won't even get into about Lauryn and like, you know, when she gets there, she don't care if she late.
She,
you know,
I mean, she's Lauryn Hill. She can do what she wants.
I guess it is what it is. And before I even get into like get into the Van Buren questions, I want to know like what is the characteristics of an ET performance for the people that, you know, I'm convincing to come out to the show and come see you do your thing. What is the characteristics of an ET?
The characteristic is I like each crowd is different. I kind of like out to the crowd, but like I don't know. I just be myself. Like, you know, I like to really. I want people to feel the music. I want people to feel the words. I want them to hear me. Like, you know, I want, most importantly, I want people to have a good time. You know, I want people to like have a good time. You know, I'm not on no, you know, sometimes we can rage. sometimes it's lyrical, sometimes it's punk, it's angst, sometimes it's serious. So it could be a lot of things, but one thing for sure is you will have a good time. You will make memories for sure.
I concur. I remember my what was it when like I said, I go to the first time we went to Paradise Club, and like when it with the whole lighting set up, and was like, I forget what song it was, but it was like y'all battling each other verse for verse. So I will say I stamped the Van Buren, all of them, when it comes to the performances. It's incredible. So make sure y'all pull up. Y'all know y'all see it in my story. And the last thing I'm gonna bother you about, of course, you know, even when I watch any interview you all do individually, I'm like, why are we asking the Van Buren questions? Why we stay about them? I'm gonna ask, well, even before that, like, what's next for you? Like, do you have a solo project coming out? Is there a duo project with you and Invader coming out? I'm just spreading out rumors now, or like, you know, what's next? What's going on?
More shows. I've been working with a lot of producers. Shout out my boy, my young boy, Maz Type Beat. Real nigga, Brazil. Been working a lot with him. Also, too, my guy, Pharaoh. I don't know if you know Pharaoh. He's a producer from Lowell. Fuck with bro. Yo, he's so underrated. He probably one of the best producers in the state. Like, he's definitely like top 10. He's just talented. Nobody makes beats like him, for real. You know, nobody makes beats like him, for real. But his music is not really like, nobody knows about him, for real. But I'm working. I would like to say like we're working on stuff. But yeah, just more projects. Like, I'm treating hip hop like a religion, bro. You just gotta just be outside, be amongst the people, make good music, give back, and just, you know, keep running it back.
Consistent.
Yep.
And then, like, before I get into my 20, like, I have the little GGN questions. We'll go. You got a minute to answer all these questions,
Yes,
but
sir.
now I'm gonna do the VB. What do you? This big question is, what does the next VB collective project have to accomplish to outdo the past predecessors of Bad for Press and DMS? And I put the question like this in a particular way. 'Cause I didn't want to be like, how you gonna top this, or what's gonna be better? But like,
just
what do y'all need to do?
more innovative. You gotta be more innovative. I really like do different shit. Something that people wouldn't expect. That's what I think.
And now, you know, we're about to wrap it up. Once again, yo, ET, bro, I really appreciate you coming through. Like I said, you're my favorite rapper in the scene right now, so I'm thankful to get my new run of interviews going. I'm not going to stop this time. I know I bumped into Meat. She's like, why you stop? I was like, damn, you know, Meat shit happen, man, you know, but I'm not going to stop. Like, but, you know, I got to start it right. Yeah, I'm like, why you stop? Like, I got you, bro. Like, we're going to keep it going. You know what I'm saying? I got to start off with my Van Buren guys. So we got a minute. I know what a minute is. To get through these GGN questions. Are you ready, ET?
Yes, sir.
All right. First question is, what's the first thing you do when you wake up?
Pray.
Hot or cold?
Cold.
Dark or light alcohol?
Dark.
New York or LA?
New York.
Which album did you have more fun recording / touring with? Bad for Press or DMS?
DSM.
Oh yes, DSM. Sorry. What's your favorite place to perform?
New York or Boston. Really, Boston.
We gotta get you in Brock. We gotta get y'all all in Brockton.
Yeah.
What's the proudest moment of your hip hop career so far, or your music career?
508 Babies.
Perfect. And if you could get a feature on your next project with anyone, who would it be, local and commercial?
Alright. So give you local and commercial?
Yep. Local and commercial artists.
Local, who would I want on my project, man? I low-key want to make a song with Latrell. I feel like that would be mad cool. Yeah. He had to go, though. He had to, you feel me? He'll have to go. And then commercial, oh my God. I want a record with, I really want a record with Olivia Rodrigo.
I'd love to pull up to the studio for that one.
I would want a song with Olivia Rodrigo. I'll be set, bro. I don't even gotta be on the song. I could just write it for her, type shit. She'll sing it. I'm Go cheat.
Would
Trust me, you niggas would not see me.
Would you rather have one diamond album or 2 platinum albums?
2 platinum.
NBA Finals prediction this year.
I'm taking the C's, of course, man.
K. Dot or Cole?
J. Cole. Yeah.
A random lyric that pops in your head today, or just pops up in your mind.
3/5 of a man, I believe, is the phrase.
What's your go-to song for a late night drive?
Lush by Dean Blunt.
Best lyricist in the game right now.
Who the best lyricist in the game right now? V's.
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 Never heard of him. You gotta put me on.
Yeah, you gotta listen to V's, man.
What's the song having in your rotation at the moment?
At the moment. Damn. Strawberry Tea by Body Rock.
On Ducks. Name a rapper that everyone likes but you haven't gotten into yet.
NBA Youngboy.
What? You need to tap.
I listen to some NBA Youngboy, but you know what I'm saying? I don't really.
You need to tap into
Like
Youngboy.
Invader, he loves NBA Youngboy. He loves that nigga.
I seen the inspiration in his music through Youngboy, so I can see that connection. All right.
Yeah.
And the last question for this: if you can recreate any movie and star in it, what would it be?
Wait, say it again.
If you can recreate any movie and star in it, what would it be?
Revenge of the Sith Lord.
Star Wars? I didn't think you were a fellow Jedi. Or are you Sith? Jedi or Sith? Sorry, that's the last one.
I'm a Jedi, man.
All right, you know, I can see him on the Sith though, the deep voice. But last words before you go. Any shout outs or anything?
Man, shout out Scuba Steve.
Shit, man, damn.
Shout out, what's the name of the radio station? Spaz.
Spark FM.
Spark FM. Shout out to y'all for having me. I appreciate y'all giving me the platform. And yo, my peoples at UMass Amherst, get it together. I'm trying to fuck with y'all.
Leave us
Come on.
alone.
Well, trying to fuck with y'all.
We gonna tap in about that, and I have something else we'll tap in offline. But nah, man, for real though, ET, I appreciate you for coming on. Like no bullshit. When I was making or thinking about doing this show and trying to figure out a radio station home, I was like, I'm definitely gonna interview ET, bro. He's gonna be one of the artists that I want on there, one of my favorite artists, and this is definitely just making shit happen. So I appreciate you just giving me some of your time, and I look forward to the next episode till we get to it. But till then, man, I appreciate y'all tapping into the show. For those that will probably listen to it when we get online, when I post it on YouTube. It's all love, man. And until the next episode, let's play a little something. What should we play? I'm gonna play the new album because not album ET. And like I said, y'all, until the next episode, it's your boy Scuba Steve. I'm out of here. Peace and love, y'all.
Yes, sir.
To our democracy.
Tell my son I made out the mud. Tell my son I was fucking on dimes at 20 years young. Pay my dues. 2016, I'll tell you what's good. I was outside, I ain't playing by the book. Don't blame me if your bitch get took. First time in a year I had a bitch shook. Watch how I do it, they gon' put me in the books. I'ma stick a flag right in front of my hood. Nothing really bother me cause I don't give a fuck. Bag of the stool, try and get my little nut. How the fuck the nigga turn this silver into gold? When I'm stepping out, I make a bad bitch pose. I'ma get these pussy niggas so the nigga hold. Behind that 10000. Behind that one, put me in God mode. Yeah. Big body on road. I'm the one to put it on my niggas in the mode. They can understand cause I'm speaking in code. Tell my son I know something they don't. 180 hollering with the rats and the roaches. I've been getting money so it's hard to approach me. Now a nigga looking like a vibe from the floor seats. Now all the baddies wanna have me an orgy. Whoa. It made me have to admit I'm a 508 baby. I know I'm intelligent, they say I'm crazy. I carry the priv like it's rockabye, baby, yeah. I ride in passenger, she giving top. She way too lazy to get up on top. I ain't saying shit, but I'm saying a lot. Your cop, your spot, get taken from ya. New V, no key, I ride out the lot. My feet and B, I score on the block. These niggas is dweebs, I feel like a jock, yeah. I feel like young jock. It's going down if you aim for my spot. Tell my son I'm something they not. When I'm stepping out, I make a bad bitch pose. I'ma get these pussy niggas so the nigga hold. Behind that 10000. Behind that one, put me in God mode. Yeah. Big body on road. I'm the one to put it on my niggas in the mode. They can understand cause I'm speaking in code. Tell my son I know something they don't. I was in that service with my childhood friend. I would say a little prayer, but I wouldn't press send. That's the type of energy that left a nigga on red. Tell my son how to farm, tell him how to beat his chest. Son and for the Malabato, gonna tell him have sex. Smoking on a big finger to alleviate the stress in the cut. I need 100 acres in the cut. My little cousin Evan calling me a role model, but I don't deserve the title, cause I gotta go harder. I go kill Illuminati in the new world order. Check on my neck, that's new world water. Pull up in a two-door big ass chopper. Bitches got badder, pockets getting fatter. Focus on the future, I'm so focused on the past. Staying in the present, it's the only thing that matters. I'ma have a last laugh when it's all said and done. For my daughters and my sons in the country that I'm from, I'm a motherfucking king. When I'm stepping out to make a bad bitch pose, I'ma get these pussy niggas so the nigga hold. Behind that 10000, behind that one, put me in God mode. Big body on road, I'm the one that put it on my niggas in the mode. They can understand cause I'm speaking in code. Tell my son I know something they don't.
Tell my son how we get paid, how we got rich. Kicking doors and this shit we do for shows, we do for real. Tell my son how we get paid, how we got rich. Kicking doors and this shit we do for shows, we do for real. Tell my son how we get paid, how we got rich.
Poppin' nice just the pop of that. Fear no man, I don't got no ops. Sticking and moving your bitch for the taking. Singing my name like it's worship and praise. Doping me high, I'm not acting my age. Beating my chest, don't know how to behave. Beanie Kingdom, Edo State. That Emma right there, not a regular phrase. I was cooking and subbing in fufu and soup. Hit in the back, she screaming choo-choo. I feel like jumping on top of the roof. I got many gorillas inside of this coupe. We could box this shit out any time of the day. I would be careful, I know where you stay. Bitches hate on my hustle like I ain't been carrying this big ass dick all day. Baba nice, I don't gotta say much. Don't bring your bitch, she gonna get fucked. B.A. must be the one, yeah, B.A. talking to drums. I'm out in Seoul and they showing love. I be out in D.C. and they bringing me brunch. No lean whiskey inside of my cup. My bitch love rubbing on my gut. Yahoo boy, they running amok. 419, they'll give you a buzz. I'm in the States cause poverty sucks. I'm a 5-away baby, I ain't holding my tongue. Moving like I was a 5%er. I'm a thug, they don't like that shit cause I'm a nigga. Plotting on world domination and figures, of course the fuck. Media gossip, they trying to distract me. They trying to get at me with bitches and party and bullshit. Killing that stigma, I'm not a mandingo. Baba Naja, yeah, I feel like the feeling. I'ma make sure we get richer and richer. Think why you can't for they make it illegal. Smoking on Chiba, I know it get evil. Disturbing the peace with San Juan Makima. Doing my thing, I'm taking that train. Need evil and shawty want plenty of land. I ain't dabbing these niggas, I stay with the pole. I kill a lion, then I kill a goat. Young nigga, but I move like I'm grown. I told that bitch that I fuck with her tough, but she didn't believe me. I wrote her a poem and go, baby, I love how you cook your love rice. When I'm inside that pussy, it tastes like the rainbow. Let's have a baby and go move the Legos. Then I'ma put all my niggas on payroll. I love my chopper, they do what I say so. Scaring these crackers away like Django. I can't go anywhere without the Ayo. If he wants steady, then he gotta bleed. They be calling me Baba like, yes, it's me. Baba Naja, my Assassin's Creed. No hook on this shit, cause I'm too geek. I'm a dog ass nigga with a capital D. 2 Yoruba babes wanna make me cream. I pull up like, thank you, please. Know I be wildin', but I got a degree. Don't play me for stupid if you wanna breathe. Free nigga archetype, living a dream. And I'm putting respect on the ELO. These ain't out yet, I'm too clean. I'm doing damage whenever I speak, cause the truth gonna hurt you before it could free you. I'm in the beam with Usha Malik. Say niggas gon' judge you before they even meet you. It is what it is, we just everyday people. 23 years and I can't find an equal. Bobby and Kiwi, so happy to see you. Waving the flag while I'm flipping the bird. I'm from the dirty, the heart of the city, but I be talking like I'm from the bird. I got bitches from Haiti that's feeling the groove. That pussy voodoo is changing my mood. Dijon are my favorite food. If it wasn't for yam and a goodsy soup. My Dominican bitch, she precious too. She dancing bachata, I'm sipping rum chata. Miami, Houston, Las Vegas, Nevada. There ain't no telling what Baba could do. I be dressing all black and still light up the room. Do the impossible like Tom Cruise. Scratching the booty, dropping the jewels. Ain't breaking my back or jumping the broom. I'm playing the back, I'm keeping it cool. I'm killing the rats, I'm catching the goose. I'm working the yard and enjoying the fruits. Big time stepper, licking my boots. They mad at me cause I know my roots. God is alive and I'm the proof. I'ma just double up. Baba Naja, I ain't sharing the juice. Baba Naja. Fine boy, no pimple. My life's not simple. I show up when I need to. I see death in my sleep too. Fine boy, no pimple. My life's not simple. I show up when I need to. I see death in my sleep too. Fine boy, no pimple. My life's it's not simple. I show up when I need to. I see death in my sleep too.
Just talk the talk, you walk the walk.
Yes.
Okay, and you got a lot of people behind you. Some people didn't like it, some people did like it, but this is a democracy. This is a country that was founded on debate, discussion, and dissension. If you really think about it, what did we do? We threw tea in the harbor, and we didn't want to be under English rule anymore, if you go way back to when the country was founded. So here's my question to you as a challenger. Why would you be a better mayor than the mayor that's there?
I have an understanding of both generations. See, I have an understanding of Generation X, and I have an understanding of the millennials. Now I know what both of us want. Now that means that I have a balanced point of view, so when I get into office, everyone gets what they want. What's not happening is that dialogue where generations are sitting down and coming to a consensus of how we can move forward for the city. Then the status quo is going to be upheld. The same old politics is going to continue, and that is what I don't want to see happen.
In my inbox, make it make sense, ho. 7 ahas in her body, make it make sense, ho.
Tell far bags, go ahead, throw some sticks in them. Blinkies, they are extended tails from the conscious. I hang out with dropouts, CEOs and cop-outs. I was not a novice to a thug, that was Green Street. Fair to say I chose up, small town, big dreams. Make it make sense, make it work, make it big league. Baby, don't trip, haven't seen the issue, I can't fix, I'm off the wall. Cook your breakfast in my drawers. Can't find my purpose after working, I would smoke a tree. That was for my peace of mind, keep that shit between you and me. Grew up doing evil deeds, crashed out, down bad, put myself on D&D, and my ego DMT. Yeah, 7 figures in my inbox, make it make sense, ho. 7 ahas in her body, make it make sense, ho. I came up from public house and make it make sense, ho. Black, yellow, Puerto Rican, I'ma make a dent, ho. Young nigga politicking, I keep it professional, but anytime I link your bitch, the conversation sexual. Intermission, Mexico, she play with balls like X and O. When I'm on the wake up every day, another episode. Don't be a hater, cause she fucking on some new dick. She was fucking niggas that she ain't know I was cool with. That ain't make no sense to me, so niggas had to Google it. But all is fair in love and war, so I just got a new bitch. And I ain't tripping, I'm checking these boxes. I run it up even when I be sleep. First 2 letters in my first name ET, so this colorful aura is way too unique. Call her my hoe and it's bon appetit. She be sucking and fucking the shit out of me. Picking calamari out of my teeth while I'm kicking my feet up, I'm in my own league. They putting cameras in front of my dome. They wanna know how I got so elite. I went and studied the grace of the grace, and I unlocked a way better version of me. Caught up in shit that you wouldn't believe, so I had to get right cause I'm scraping the cheese. Baby, it's hot, 200 ETs. None of these niggas is fucking with me. I know that everything come with a price, so I found me some bitches I know I could buy. I'm in some shit that came out of the sky. You still wouldn't get if you read in my mind. My brother got rich off whipping a pot. He don't know shit, but he know how to rob. Make it make sense, we don't make it that far, cause being a real nigga full-time job. 7 figures in my inbox, make it make sense, ho. 7 ahas in her body, make it make sense, ho. I came up from public housing, make it make sense, ho. Black, yellow, Puerto Rican, I'ma make a dent, ho. Ayy, she get that leg in her eye, biting her lip while I'm rubbing her thigh. Ayy, she get that leg in her eye, biting her lip while I'm rubbing her thigh. Ayy, she get that leg in her eye, biting her lip while I'm rubbing her thigh. Ayy, she get that leg in her eye, biting her lip while I'm rubbing her thigh. Feeling that pain with that whoa-whoa, separate me from the clowns and the bozos. I look at Hollywood and I'm like, oh no partner, I gotta stay in the dojo partner. Whoa, 3 my oh-ho, see 1,000 yards while I'm taking these photos. I like when they love it, I love when they hate it, but it doesn't matter, they giving free promo, nigga.
I actually have PT after this.
PT, what's PT?
I gotta go take care. I gotta stretch out. Yeah, physical therapy. I gotta go stretch my body. A while. I've been doing PT for a while.
You have no idea what it's like being me, dog. I can't open up to the ones I hold closest, cause I'm afraid if I do, they'll use it against me. I know it ain't their fault that I surrender to instincts, but I'm only human and I'm learning every day. I evolved from the habits that was hard for me to break, but you wouldn't know it. You can't tell it by my face. You don't know what I be going through. You don't know my day-to-day. Even if you asked me, I probably wouldn't care to explain. What kind of self-torture is that? When I find myself holding back till I eventually snap, I fantasize about blowing my brains out and taking everybody with me to escape the pain and suffering that's been inflicted. Then I'm like, I should probably chill and get a bag right quick. But it's hard for me to smile when I can't pay my light bill. And my bitch wanna fuck, but I'd rather just be alone. It's like, damn, fuck, what's wrong with me, dog? You have no idea, for real. I'm in quiet desperation, searching for a safe haven. It's not in these private parties or these mini vacations. All these niggas weird, I hate they silly ass faces. And these bitches' expectations is the last thing that's on a nigga mind. For real, I ain't had no father, I ain't know how to be a man, but I had to step up, yeah. I did it without a plan, figure it out as we go. Bitches still throwing rocks. Imagine if I took off my cool, you'd be hot. You wouldn't even stay in the room, matter of fact, you'd be gone. I'm in the evilest mood, so if I was you, I wouldn't move wrong, but I'm not the one to complain. We all fight our own silent battles every day. I'm just sharing my peace. You have no idea what's going on behind my screen, so please be respectful, be courteous. Don't ask no questions, that's gonna make my niggas nervous. I know you're special, that don't mean you gotta be perfect, but maybe that would make my problems disappear though. Baby,